we have begun. I am going to, I think I had the mic up too loud last time I recorded. It was getting a lot of, it's almost too annoyingly loud. Anyways, this is in Project Cars 2, and as you can see, there's a modified livery that you can actually do that in like Photoshop, InShop type software. You just get a base template and you just experiment, and I didn't even know how I produced it. I was trying to produce a like a lark pink, and this is what came out. It's kind of a two-tone, but I can adjust it further if I needed, add in different logos. But the purpose of this is I want to race this at Laguna Seca under 2-lap condition. Maybe at thinking Laguna Seca, but there might be too many turns and uphill for this. It's a rear-wheel drive Huracán GT3. So I could go to another vehicle, but anyways, I'm going to try this one. And here we go. I'm just showing you the menu system so you can see inside the game on really how easy. So I want to make sure I'm filming. I believe I still am. Yeah, that's photo mode. You can see the modifications I've done, put in their logos, and it's just kind of gimmicky, but it's kind of cool. Same sense. So I'm going to go back to vehicle, select, make sure I got that one. Select track. It's set for vintage Mans, which might be a good idea because it's a lot of straightaways, a couple of top corners. We'll see if I can brake enough, maybe trail brake. If you look down, see the wheel. This is just a Logitech G27. It's actually like a 5-6-year-old wheel. Works amazing. It's not going to rip your arms off with the force feedback, but it's very realistic. You will feel it chatters a little bit at times, but I can. It's got a 3-pedal braking system, clutch, which I don't usually use. I just set it up for paddles and automatic with a 2-foot trail braking system, which you can kind of see. I should get really another light you can see down there. But let's change the weather to be. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Might be, we'll do a blizzard. I am from Canada, and we'll set it to winter blizzard at vintage Le Mans. And we're going to start, and it's that easy. Like literally, you just go pick a car, pick a track. I mean, a set of course is good too. This is just, in my opinion, a little more user-friendly and will run. You don't have to do extra downloads or setups, configurations, and it will run on most older computers. And you can get a key for it, and it will. I'm not sure if it's downloaded through Steam because I got mine before it was delisted off Steam, but you can. It's about $50 or $60 or more. You can get a CD key and then install it through Steam, I believe. So I go to my setup here. I'll just leave it the way it is, stock. It's going to be 2-wheel drive. And we got 20 other cars, 2-lap race, and we are launching. Ready? Very realistic. Well, it's nighttime. I can change my views, turn my wipers on. So, there's behind the car, this is kind of difficult. I don't really see. And it might be too slippery, so I'll just try to do a lap. If I can't get around, I will. I'm going to see this one, we'll change it. Switching my views, so you can change camera angles. little more realistic. That's inside. I can actually do it inside a helmet where it actually blurs and the head moves around, but it gets a little dizzy. Whoa! Didn't see that going. That's still surviving. This kind of view right here, a little more immersive, pretty good graphics. I mean, this is 5, 6-year-old simulator game, but when it's set up configured at 60 hertz on your desktop, your software, and your output screen, it syncs very well. And like I said, it's not even a real fast computer I'm running on. It's a 1060 NVIDIA GPU with only 3 gigs of RAM. See the map up on the right. Very difficult to see, but I do drive snowplows in emergency response scenarios for ambulances. And I have to drift through blizzards and snowstorms to get to the hall. In the event that there's that much snow. You learn to handle a vehicle in the snow conditions. Whoa. And it's awesome. And we're drifting, blocking the road. Oh, we've got a sharp right-hander coming up. Okay, great. You're down. Wow. Ooh, that's a traffic jam. Around, feather the throttle on. As if you just stop it. I don't even wear shoes. I'll wear like a tall short circuit. I wear socks. And the reason why is you can feel the pedals. You can feather the brake and trail brake a little better. If you're actually in a real car, you wear these Dale Jr. used to use them for NASCAR racing in his car. It's like a fireproof boot that's made of leather. Paying attention. Oh, crack the brakes here. Leather it on. Oh no. You can still see though. I can watch the view. Oh, there's a tight corner here. Feather it up. Not as slippery as puddles are worse. Rain puddles, your hydroplane. Because I'm getting up, pretty fast, 200 kilometers, so 230. I'm going through a little town right here, I believe. You see the map. Oh, little drift, taking out. Okay. Oh, hang on. There's the city. Oh, the town wall. Drifted through that town. Didn't even really see it, but I know it was there. Wow. That's the sleep. Oh, brake heavy. Oh, this is the finish line right here. Wow. Very intense.
Just one more lap to go. Stay focused. Keep on it.
Keep on it. Position. Wow. Total blizzard. Oh, there's a sharp left of the map coming out. Little trail brake, traction, and the traction around the right. I'm going to feather the throttle on. You see it in the replay, you'll see my brake lights will stay on, but if you ride them too much, hang on, you'll wear your brakes out. Little trail brake when you get around that corner, keep the traction down. It's nice, smooth delivery of power in this car, so it's not, and it probably does have, and I guess that's the realistic, so if there was stability control systems, which it probably was, that does help.
guys are in
gets
our
in
way.
line.
Big
It's
touchdown
very,
and fight our way
you'll
past.
notice it going from different vehicles in the simulator. They all are exactly the way they would be in real life. So you can actually take what you're doing here into the real world. As Damon and Dave, they have all these cars in real life. And if they're going to go on a track, you better learn how to handle that vehicle in the event you get in a slide, or you hit some oil or sand on the road, or you get an accident. How to safely steer out of it to the shoulder of the road, or just avoiding any accidents. In the event, I think Damon one time he had a deer come right up front of him, and he naturally reacted and avoided it. But Damon is a really, he's a peculiar individual. He's almost alien in his natural senses to drive. Whereas myself, I'd be really, I didn't see that one. Hang on. Whoa. Back up. Oh, there goes my reverse. Back up. Okay. Anyways, I didn't miss that. Lose control, don't panic. Use the throttle on slowly, and I lost a bunch of positions, but that's just the nature. This is very difficult. Trying to watch the mapping system and the road under extreme conditions, and if you got no tail lights in front of you, it's tough to see where to go. And that's the same as real life. If you're in a blizzard, you're following the tail lights of the vehicle in front of you. Well, if you got no tail lights in front of you, you better be using a truly good GPS system to figure out where you are on that road. Oh, remember exactly the turn. Whoa, hang on. Whoa. That's good. Okay, back up. Forward. Back up. Back again. Now this is why you get practice. If you do this on a real track, it'd be pretty upsetting. There, we're back. Now I can't really see, so I can change the views. There's a view. I'm missing part. Whoa. Okay, we didn't need that part anyway. Come on. Now I haven't really programmed this completely, so you gotta hold the brakes. Other simulators you gotta manually put it in with the shifter. This one you just hold the brake and it will go. So we are still the speed. There's a miles per hour. Keep it in this view. 45, 50. You can actually see a little bit further ahead in the snow blizzard. And you just I can feel the vehicle slides a little bit, but I put a little trail braking on. And I keep traction as it goes through these curves. I was at a little small town, and I believe it's going to come up to the finish line soon. And then lap and the through. But this is just an example of how. See that? I literally slid through it and trail brake my way through that little chicane. Anyways, that is it. You can see my time. I finished last, but that's I spun out. I was kind of talking. I believe it's down there or something, but anyways, it doesn't really matter. And I can go to the replay, like it's so simple, this software. You just go right to the replay. Right, the video of the car. All views, replay's gone. Scroll through different racers. Yeah, this is the beginning of the last race. Anyways, like I said, the software and the setup is not very expensive to get into this. To have something like this, I mean, you don't have to buy that $5,000 or $10,000 system. You can just have $1,000 less computer. We have $200 or $300 for metal. That's it. Plug it into your TV for an HDMI. You have a setup just like this. You set in the office chair. You buy those little tracks. Basically, I use this PC for other studio work and fighting and stuff. I got a machine. So that's why I have it set up on the this is under, and let's grab a flight stick, and literally we would be flying. Oh, we can plug it in. Oh, I lost the there we go. This is good. Anyone can do this at home. I'll show you how you can open it up. Control. And then it's going to come up here. And I see an X in the corner, and I just close it. There we go, close. Software done. And say I've already plugged in the joystick device. We have some coconut water. Coconut water, drink of champions. I think this is an iPhone 7 or 8, and it's got a button. I can actually do, it's not limited by memory size, but I can actually do more memes and video, social media posting with that faster than a newer iPhone. Okay, let's go to, I think I'm still filming. Oh, let me make sure. There we are. Let's see the settings. Yes, good thing. Because I have had before where I was recording and I didn't have the mic going. But the mic is going. And now we're doing Flight Simulator. So if you wanted to, like, let's do something quick. We'll do, this is in the one of the missions. It's a quick mission. We're going to be in an aircraft flying, I believe, over some Sitka approach, yes. So we're going to be VFR in Sitka, Alaska, with a flight instructor, and I believe we're going to have an engine failure. So we have to glide over a mountain pass and then dead stick it into a valley. And you know what? If you're in a small plane and that your pilot becomes incapacitated. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, that's Sitka straight ahead of us. Now that we're clear of the mountains, we can start descending toward the runway. Reduce power and let's start down. The wind is blowing from the west, so we'll land on runway 29er. We always want to land into the wind.
Runway 29. Okay, well this is, we're going to be just landing. This is an approach. I'm just trying to get my lights on. Right there. You see at my flaps are up.
Caravan 25 Tango is on right base for runway 29er.
Oh.
See that Cessna Caravan out there? We can follow him all the way to the airport. I'll announce our position so he knows we're here. Sitka traffic, Cessna 6 Charlie Mike, 8 miles southeast. We'll be straight in for runway 29er. We have the Caravan in sight.
I don't want to turn the lights on inside. Down. But anyways, we'll just fly her in. You can see there's an aircraft ahead. There's the runway. An aircraft, the Cessna Grand Caravan. We got to follow it in, so we don't want to go too fast. So I'm going to hit 1 notch of flaps just to slow us down because we were getting up over 100 knots. And I can look right. lap. This is this is Flight Simulator 10, which is it's 10, 15 years old. It'll run on almost everyone's computer with any
City
flight.
traffic, Caravan 25 Tango
Same
is
with
on final, runway
Battlefield 3
29.
and 4. And they're still, to this day...
Follow the Caravan all the way in. Add a notch of flaps and slow down a bit. We can't land until he's off the runway.
So add another notch of flap, slow down. And you can see right there, it's getting down to 80 knots. I don't want to get much down below 60, because then you get below 50, you're going to stall. So I'll put a bit more throttle on. And I'm just using a little rudder, which is twisting of this. You can look behind. Okay, just going behind. You see, I'm moving around. See, I got the flaps full. And then I move the rudder left and right. See on the tail fin? That makes the aircraft go left and right. See, I'm coming in. I can still fly like this. It is kind of hard. I can't see my airspeed, so I don't want to get too slow, but I'll just keep it there. You can see the runway is down further. I'm probably coming in a little high right now, but I got to slow down and wait for that other aircraft, that Cessna Grand Caravan, to exit the runway. So I'm going to get back inside. I can adjust the rudder. It seems a little sensitive right now. I can adjust the sensitivities so when you move, it's not twitching. You see right there, I go left and right, slowly moves. Well, I got to adjust the rudder so it's not as sensitive. Right now it does oscillate it, but you do need rudder action, especially on the airliners, and it wouldn't move it around quite as fast. So I'm just slowly coming in now. I'm 5, I can see up in the top corner. In the Sitka, I'm 5.2 nautical miles. And it shows the elevation, which is 90 feet from sea level. There we go.
Okay, maneuver is necessary to start lining up with the runway.
I got my flight instructor giving me advice. There's full flaps on. Make sure. Oh no, I didn't have full flaps. Now I got full flaps. Full flaps. Throttle up. And now see that light on the left side of the front of the runway? That's going to tell you your angle of approach. And if it's all white, you're too high. If it's all red, you're too low. If it's half white, half red, then you've got the perfect glide slope to come in. And then to maintain that, you just make sure you got your airspeed. You want to keep it around 70 knots until you get really close, and then you might slow down to 60 when you touch down. But you keep an eye on your airspeed, because if it gets too low, your wings will stall, and then you'll crash. You'd be too low to the ground, so you wouldn't be able to recover. So that's why you want to make sure you keep your airspeed, always monitor it, make sure that you're in the 70
traffic,
range.
Caravan 25 Tango is clear of the runway.
They're clear of the runway?
Okay, the runway is ours.
Runway's ours. And you can see there's a cruise ship crossing in front, so we're going to come over top of that cruise ship and land. Right now we're running a little high, so I will throttle off a bit, point the nose down, push the stick forward, see the yoke going forward.
Slow to 65 knots and add the rest of the flaps as we slow down. Let's maintain 65 knots on final.
Maintain 65.
Sitka traffic, Cessna 6 Charlie Mike on final for runway 29er.
And keeping it relatively level at that lower speed, it will sink down. And if we're sinking down too much, then I can throttle up a bit. So we're at 65, I can go back up to 70. But he knows that at 65, it's going to sink at the proper amount. Still a little high, so I'm just going to put the nose down a bit until I can get mixed lights on the approach runway. And we're getting a little slow. Well, that was 65 or less. But I do have to make it over that cruise liner. It would be a shame to flip the swimming pool or something on top. And I can look left. But you don't want to really look around or go outside to the different views. Even though I could, you might lose your situational awareness of your concentration. Oh, I was getting too slow. I was dropping down to 55, so I just put a little throttle up. Point the nose down. Just to get use some altitude. Using my rudder to keep it lined up, just in case there's a crosswind. Throttling up a bit. Keep it around 65. Down, nose down. You see the boats down there, there's the cruise liner, but I gotta concentrate on the runway. A little wind shear there. Oh, roll up. I was dropping down, getting a little too low, and I could have actually plummeted down short of the runway. If you're in a larger aircraft, you'll hear it say, pull up. These small aircraft, they don't have that. Okay, throttle up. Roughly, you just want to hit, see that white mark right there? There's the perfect glide slope right there. Drop it down, flare a little, and you just want to kind of almost stall, and we're down. Idling down, flaps up, flaps going up, contact ground, control, taxi. Oh, I just pulled out from the right. Go back down. Come on. Back down. Okay, now I'm braking. Oh, under the grass.
Nice landing.
See? So nice landing. Success. Mission success. See, Dave, if you ever had to, pretty easy to do. Now, I've never flown in a plane or flown a plane, but I'm pretty confident I could. Now, we could contact ground control, but I think I will pull in over by the fuel pumps. Brakes. There's that caravan that was ahead of us. Back on the keyboard. Fuel pump. There we go. And I can go control E, turn off the motor. Here's the VR in this mode. Anyways, that's it. Pretty simple to do. I could be back racing in 30 seconds. And for a home thing, a very inexpensive, affordable method is exactly the way I do it here. Ultimate studio setup. It is a little close to the TV, but you can move it back if you want. I like it back close because I'm actually sitting back further, so I'm about 5-6 feet, and I have it dimmed to a certain level, so it's not super bright on me. And that is that. Duke out.